Hello subscribers, it's been a while since I've given an update on my YouTube channel about the game I'm working on, Fortaeverse. So I figured I'd give a quick update on that. I have been putting a lot of time into it, have made tons of progress. I post a lot of updates on the Discord channel, but we'll show some on the YouTube channel now. Alright, so the first thing is the character creation I have enhanced. Now you actually choose the portrait you want, and you can go through and flip and see all the different portraits. So basically kind of like the Bard's Tale trilogy, how that works, where you can pick what you want your character to look like. The other thing I did was, in addition to male and female, I added an other for sex. So that's an enhancement. But as you can see, you can just kind of flip through all these and see all the various pictures. And my mom is doing more artwork for me. She's going to make a lot more profile pictures, so that's awesome. But you can choose any picture you want regardless of your race and vocation. So there'll be some monster-ish type pictures as well. So anyway, that's the first thing I wanted to show you. Okay, so the next thing I wanted to show you was those profiles actually tie in to here. And I've rounded the picture edges too, just to kind of give it a little bit more of a better feel instead of a square picture just being dumped on there. But I'll be making little user interface tweaks like that over time to make it feel more like a game eventually. I'll probably find some nice backgrounds and things of that nature. Let's see. So you've already seen this where it shows the various types of systems like respiratory system, physical health. You'll notice the colors on them. So here physical health is orange. The reason why I point this out is because now I have damage types during combat color code the damage you receive to make it more obvious as to what kind of damage you've taken. So before I get to that, I want to show you the mini map over here on the right. I'm using different pictures and icons in here. You can see you can zoom in and zoom out on the mini map, and of course if you hover over, it still shows you how far away the monsters are, whatever they are. Here you can see all of those guys are 110 feet away. Here's actually some dead bards. You can see there's 6 dead bards right there. And you probably can't tell because it's a little far. Let me walk to the left here, and then we'll zoom in. And you'll see a little crossbones. There it is. You can probably see it now. So that's how you can tell that there's some dead. Okay, let's go up, get away from that music. Okay, now the other thing I wanted to show you is this window is based on your vision. So I only have one character in my party right now, and it's an elf. And so an elf has a given range that they can see. Different races can see farther, but look over here on the left. You'll see Sal is 100 feet away. So I'm going to get him outside the window. So now you can see he's gone. I can't see him. But if I perform a search, watch what's going to happen. Basically, it doubled the size of the mini map, and now we can see him over there 140 feet away, and you can see over here the little action that Heather's doing a search. So when you search, it's going to increase your vision temporarily by quite a bit because you're looking around for things. Now I'm going to go ahead and stop the action, and you're going to see that the window shrinks again back down to its normal size. Now if I had something in my party that had really good vision, I think the tiger race has good vision, maybe the Batkins, but anyway, the window will actually be larger for them. So I wanted to talk about that. And then the other thing is I've added another button here for system settings, and right now all I have in here is safe logout and virtual logout. And I've talked about this before. If you do a safe logout, essentially your characters are completely protected, nothing can get them. but they're not going to do anything in game. So the server is going to be running, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And if you do a safe log out, and let's say you go on vacation for 2 weeks and you don't play, nothing's going to happen to your characters. They won't age. They're not going to do any kind of work. They're not going to earn any income or do any kind of processing. If you do virtual log out, what's going to happen is essentially you log out of the game yourself as the player, but your characters are going to still be performing the actions that you told them to do. So if you told them to rest, they're going to be sleeping, they'll heal up. If you told them to maybe do some mining or some other things, they're going to do that. And it's going to apply to whichever party you are currently logged in as. So you could log in to 5 different parties if you had 5, and do, let's say, a virtual logout for 2 of them and safe logout for 3 of them. And that's how you'll be able to control which of your parties are doing what. So then that way you could have maybe a miner doing mining, but the rest of your party being safe. So I hope that makes sense. But let's go ahead and get to some combat so I can show you these color-coded messages and just see all the crazy things that happen when we attack a whole bunch of various creatures. Actually, before I do that, I have selected Sal over here. I've clicked on him, and what I'm going to do is cast a spell on him with Heather. We're going to cast Tiring, which is a spell that drains stamina. So what you'll notice is it pushes it at the top. Whichever thing you have selected on the mini-map, it'll go to the top immediately and make it easy for you to pick who you want to attack. But you can see all of these others are within range. But you'll notice it says approach and cast for all these, because the spell will not reach them because they're out of range. Sal's 140 feet away. So I'm going to approach and cast this on Sal, and watch the mini-map. So here's my party, and I only have a single character. So Heather is doing target cast spell. You see her moving on the mini-map right now. And her speed is slow. She's not very fast. So that's why she's moving so slowly here. But essentially I'm in real-time combat right now. And you can see that Heather is now 80 feet away from the center of the mini-map. Now she's 96 feet away. And what's going to happen, there she got within range, and now she cast it. And she will continue to cast this until I tell her not to, or she runs out of stamina. But you can see how much stamina she's been draining. You'll also notice that it's colored yellow, because that's the color code for stamina over here. So it'll make it a lot more obvious when you're attacking party members or attacking monsters. And there we go. Sal falls unconscious from stamina depletion. So I drained so much stamina that Sal is now unconscious. The other thing I've done is it tells you up here how many hostile life forms are within the area. And you can see it just says there's 1. And the mini map shows red, which means this is someone that's hostile. Now, Sal's unconscious, but he's eventually going to wake up because of the stamina draining. So let's go ahead and see if we can just attack him. And you can see it says Sal cannot attack because he's unconscious. But we're going to swing our steel mallet at him. Okay, so we hit 4 times, and you'll notice once again it's color coded to this orange color, which is physical health. We did physical damage to Sal. And Sal is dead. Because when we hover over there, you can see it says in gray, dead. So let's do a final attack on these. You can see there's all kinds of monsters here, and I put them all as a test in one party. So the way it works is if you attack somebody in a single party, everybody in that party is going to be mad at you and going to turn hostile. So let's go ahead once again and cast Tiring on one of them. We'll just pick one. Let's do this Batkin Inquisitor. And I'm going to remain quiet so you can hear all the sounds that go off. And Most likely I'm going to be killed like almost immediately. Ah, out of range, okay. Let's go do an attack then. And look, Heather's running in fear. So this actually is something I did not intend to happen. It's treating Heather as a computer player. See, the computer players will normally run if they feel a significant threat and that they're about to get their butts kicked. So it did not check to see that I was a player character. And it assumes that I'm a computer character, so that's why Heather's running away. Eventually, once a computer player runs so far from monsters or whatever they're fighting, then they'll stop. So this was not what I expected. And once again, this is actually a bug, but it goes back to a lot of times when I'm testing, something will happen that I don't expect because of all the AI I've programmed into the game. So let me see if I can actually get some real combat going on here. I may have to create more characters and you'll see everything go crazy. Okay, there's actually one other thing as I stop the video to re-record that I want to do. I added a couple more party members here. I'm going to show you the distance and attack option now. So I added a wizard to my party and we're going to have them cast Flame Dart. We'll do a level 2 Flame Dart. And you can see selected. We could either do just a straight cast against these guys that are 10 feet away, or we can do a distance and cast, which is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to distance and cast against this gnome necromancer, and watch what'll happen. So there's the wizard. He's running back as far as he can get for as long as the range is for the flame dart. And you're going to see it cast. And I killed him. It just said down there the gnome necromancer died. But now they're doing all their spell casting against me. So let's do it again. This time we're going to do an approach and cast with Shocking Grasp. Let's do it against this psionic. And you can see the electric damage, and we just killed the human psionic. Alright, now the reason why these guys are casting all these spells on me, but it's not actually hurting me, is because I've faked my characters to level 50. So when you have an offset of monsters, like a level 50 versus level 10, the difference in level is so tremendous that the higher level ones are going to not probably take much damage, if any, from the lower level ones. So I hope you've enjoyed this, and if you have any questions or comments, go ahead and post it in the section below. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.